Alright guys, what's up? It's me, Chris, and I've got another great video for you. Tech Ride home time, as you guys know. Really excited today, having a pretty good day so far. Want to talk to you about GoPros today, and don't know how long this video is going to be. You guys know how I roll if you've ever watched me do these Tech Ride videos. They last as long as they last, and when I'm done talking or get to my destination, that's it. So we're going to kick it off today, and I know I'm looking a little rough around the edges, face, and I'm gonna clean all that up for the next Tech Ride, I promise. But today I do want to talk about GoPros, and I want you guys to help me make a decision. Right now I've got the 3 Plus Black Edition. I've had it. It's been a good GoPro for as long as I've had it. I hadn't had any major issues out of it, and I like it except for the fact that it doesn't do 24 or 30 frame 4K. And while 4K is not a necessity at this point, to me it really is, because all of my other videos and everything else that I do now is 4K capable. And this one, I want to say, only does 15 frame 4K, and that's just not good enough for me and my purposes. And so I was in Best Buy the other day, and I almost picked up a new GoPro 4, Hero 4. And then I decided not to do that because it is now May 17th, and with the summer hitting, you know, a new GoPro will be out in the fall. I'm almost sure of it, and it'll be the Hero 5 or something else. And I was trying to decide if I could wait that long to buy a new GoPro, because my wife, you know, she's always wanted to use my GoPro now and to record stuff. Nothing like that. Get your minds out the gutter. But she's wanting to use my GoPro to record herself at work and things of that nature. And I do need to buy a second GoPro, but I don't want to spend the money. I'm kind of thinking like an adult here, and I don't want to spend the money twice. You know, I don't want to spend it now, then turn back around in October and spend the money again. I just really don't necessarily want to do that, and I'm trying to ultimately decide if this thing will hold me until that time frame, and until we get into October, and I can make the purchase of the Hero 5 or the 4 Plus Black or whatever it's going to be. I want to know what you guys think about that in the comment section, because it's a tough decision. You know, once my mind is a dangerous place, and once I get fixated on something, I'm ready to buy. I'm just like, I gotta get it, gotta have it, got like a crackhead, gotta have it. And that GoPro is something that I really wanted, you know, a new GoPro, because I'm starting to use GoPros again like I did at one point, and I'm weird. I fall in and out of love with stuff. Like, I'll be hardcore GoPro for 6 months, then I'll go back to my DSLR heavy for 6 months, then I'll go to my phone for 6 months. So I'm really all over the place, and I need more consistency in my life. I will not argue, but I'm starting to find some really neat uses for the GoPro, and with it being so portable, it's a great solution for these Tech Ride home videos and a lot of the other videos. And now with the new one and some of the footage, I saw one that a friend has that's coming off the 4K version. It actually is looking really good, but it actually is a great B camera if I need B-roll for an unboxing or something, and I want to start getting into that more, giving more angles and doing more stuff. It's incredibly hard, you know, talking about producing content when you're by yourself and you don't have a setup area. And my house, you know, I've got a small kid, and my house is like the domain of my kid, so I can't leave stuff set up for long, or something, a light will get broke or a camera will get knocked over or something. So every time I decide I want to do a video, I have to tear things down and put them back up and all that kind of jazz, and that's not efficient. When you're creating content, you really need a place where you can just go when you got an idea, you're motivated, and you can get started. At my house, it's not quite that way. You know, when I'm trying to produce a video, 5 minutes into the video, I had this great opening going, and then my kid's like, "Daddy!" Or my wife's like, "Chris, come here, hurry up!" Or the TV, or the door, or the dog, or something. And I'm not saying that other people don't face similar challenges, but that just always seems to be the case. When I'm trying to produce a video, somebody just rolls up on me, and they're talking and carrying on in the background and things. And I'm of the mind now to just say fuck it, and you know, it is what it is, because you know it's real life, and hopefully you enjoy the content. But I want to strike a balance between information, speed, and trying to get and trying to make the video somewhat enjoyable, not very robotic in nature, where it's just like you guys are like, oh my God, I'm about to die, this is so boring, or this is too much information, or this is not enough information. So I'm trying to strike that balance, and I don't know how I'm going to get there. I just did a video a week ago, as a matter of fact, that was Drake's Uncharted 4, and I really liked that video. I liked a lot of things about it. I did not like the audio was all over the place, unfortunately, and I don't know why that is, outside of I was using a brand new camera. So I do have to make some adjustments there, but I'm trying to figure out a way that I can be consistent in bringing you guys content, but also strike that balance with decent quality, because so far the quality is all over the place. And I was, and it's funny because I teach a class not on YouTube, but on just how to be successful online, and there's really not a lot to it. I mean, there's a little bit of luck involved, but at the end of the day, you really need to have a product that people are willing to get behind, and that's really all that matters, and something you're willing to stick with for the long haul. And the long haul means when people aren't watching. The long haul means when you're not the most popular person out there with your opinion, and when you don't honestly feel like making content, you still will make content and put it out there. That's the long haul. And I am guilty of not sticking with anything for the long haul, because my taste, my opinions, all that stuff changes over time. I get that. It kind of, it is what it is. But I would like to, establish some greater form of consistency with what I do, and hopefully provide better content for you guys as I move forward with that consistency. I've always got a lot of big plans, like a lot of people, and plans don't mean shit if you don't ever execute them. I talk to so many people on a day-to-day basis that have the best plans. They're going to do this. They're going to do this with their life. They're going to do this with this. They got this going on. They've got that going on. Then we get together again a week or two later, and it's the SSDD. And I'm like, oh, great. Didn't we just talk about this like 58 days ago? Then we talk about it 21 days ago. Then we talk about it 16 days ago. And it's the same kind of thing, and it gets tiring. And I find myself in that loop a little bit now, and I got to get out of it. I got to start acting on what I'm talking about, and hopefully I can make it make sense. So yeah, that's where I'm at. New tech wise, again, drones have been on my mind. I was going to make a video for you this weekend when I was at Pine Mountain. I'm flying my drone. Some of you know what Pine Mountain is, some of you don't, but it's not that far from my house, and it's really cool. I got a chance to take the drone out for a really far excursion for the first time, and it was crazy because this was the first time I'd taken the drone and flown it out to a point that I couldn't see it. It was literally that small. I know my wife thought I was retarded. She was like, what's wrong with you? Because I was like, I can't see it. Because I was looking at the screen trying to look up into the bright sky, but I literally lost it. That's how far it was. And any of you, hold on a second, I got to order a drink. So yeah, back to what I was saying about Pine Mountain and drones. So had a chance this weekend to fly, and you guys, any of you, if you've ever been around a drone makes this little buzzing noise, like bees everywhere. Excuse me. You can even hear that. I had gotten so far away, it was like, I was like, oh shit, something bad's gonna happen. And my kids, they're like, Daddy, you should really bring that thing back because it's about to go down. And so I was like, oh man, I will be so ashamed, because my older brother's like the dad on the Christmas Story. He's always like, you shoot your eye out, kid. So he's like, man, you gonna take that thing out there, you gonna lose it. You keep trying to fly it and da-da-da-da. So all this shit's playing in the back of my head, and I'm like, God, I hope this doesn't happen. I hope it comes back. And so I was like all nervous. So I pulled the trigger, and if you guys have worked on any of the new Phantoms, it has a home point that you set, and you can call the drone basically back by pushing the button and do a slide motion. And it was like a minute, 30 seconds later, and I was like, do you see it? I asked my wife, I was like, do you see it? Do you see it? Oh my God, do you see it? But I could hear the little motors getting louder, so that told me it was coming closer. And I hoped I'd set it high enough so it didn't hit any trees. A lot of variables. So I was like, oh my God, I hope nothing happened and I'm going to be screwed and lose this drone. But safe to say, it came back safe and sound. And that made me a little more eager to go a little further. So I flew it out even further the next time, and then even further the third time, and finally both my batteries died. But man, I had a great time. And if you know me, if you've been watching me for a while, I get fixated on something and I just go all out. So now I'm looking at higher end drones that have longer battery life and that I can do a little bit more with. So the one that's caught my eye right now is the Inspire 1 Pro by DJI, and I just love that thing. I like how it just and then flies off. I just think it's amazing. I really want one. There's only one problem, and that problem is $4,000 ish. And my wife's like, "Yeah, you're crazy. You're not getting that. Not now, not ever." I'm like, "You don't tell me what to do," but that's what I say in my mind. But in my head, it's like, "Yes, dear." So, make a long story short, I've got to figure out a way to trick her into us getting that drone. One is raising the money first, then tricking her into spending the money that I raise on that drone. So if you guys have any great ideas that can help, let me know, because that's a lot of money. And that scares me even more, because I would be sick if I dumped $4,000 in the ocean or some shit like that. I would just like throw up. But I don't have it like that. But I would like to go out and make some video or some footage with that thing over the river. We have whitewater rafting here. I'll bring some of that footage to the channel, so definitely check that out. But I just think that particular drone does everything for me. It's heavier, so it's better in wind. It has detachable lens mount, micro four thirds. So it has a lot of things that I think I desire and I need in my production. And so I'm hoping to get one at some point really soon. I may start a GoFundMe or something like that, because I need to raise money so I can get it. I dream about it nightly. Other than that, this weekend was great. We went out. We didn't have a picnic, but we went out and we flew the drone and we all bonded. And it's important sometimes, even though I was working with electronic, to step away and go out into nature and do something other than what you normally do, because I normally don't. I'm somewhat reclusive. I kind of do my thing and stay in the house or go out with my wife or something, but we don't really spend a lot of time out in nature, partly because it's hot as crap in Georgia this time of year, but just because, we always find something else to do. We're either out to eat or we're traveling, so we're not out in nature doing anything. But when you get a chance to go to a park or something, you should, whether it's to fly a drone or just to hang out. It's really cool, especially if you're with someone you want to be with. In my case, I was with my family and my best friend. It was great. I really enjoyed it. And I want to do it again. This weekend is no good, though, because it's my anniversary. So, got to come up with something to get the wife, and this is Ghetto Sonic at its finest. I got to come up with something to get my wife. So, I don't know. Hey, thank you. I'm accepting any comments on what I should get her. She is into electronics. I'm thinking, because our actual anniversary is on the Thursday. I know the date is the 19th. I'm just thinking of the day. Calm down. The actual day is on Thursday. Come on, let me get my change. All right. Thank you so much. All right. I got to get out of here. Oh, Jesus. Stripper party. Got all these dollars. So I'm thinking of, or trying to figure out, hey folks, yes, I am talking to myself. I hate when shit like this happens. I go to pull out and this mother just pulls out, and they were sitting there parked the whole time. I'm like, what were you doing? Really? What were you doing? Jesus. God, I have road rage, you guys. You guys haven't seen me like really flip my shit yet, but it's coming. But yeah, so my wife's into stuff. I'm thinking about getting into electronics. I'm thinking about getting her possibly a GoPro, not a GoPro, a new Beats Pill, because the one she's got is from the old generation and it's pink, and she just likes the Beats Pill over other speakers. I could get any speaker, but she likes that one. It came in pink, and she likes pink, so whatever. But Anyway, I was thinking about getting her a new one of those for our anniversary this weekend, because we're going to eat somewhere fancy on Saturday, and I was going to be like, bam, here it is. Now, how you like your eggs? Fried or fertilized? But I was thinking about what we were going to do this weekend. We're going to go eat, have a good time, and I was going to pop out whatever it is we're going to have for whatever present I'm going to get her. So if there's something you guys are thinking about that's not grossly expensive, leave it in the comment section. I love to know what you're thinking about for me to gift my wife. And I may show it on the old GoPro, because we're going to be bringing you some coverage from the road. And I think I'm going to have another couple with me. So that should be pretty interesting. I'm excited. I'm always excited for a road trip. But yeah, we're gonna do the whole anniversary bit this weekend, and I'm excited for 4 years. I've been with my wife a lot longer than that, but we made it official 4 years ago, Thursday, and she knows I like to give really cool electronics. Everybody that knows me knows that I give a lot of stuff away that I show on the channel. I'm just genuinely a giving person, and I get that from my mom and my dad. Shout out to my parents, and it's always really cool to give back, I think, and especially when I can give something to someone that's a little bit less fortunate than I am. Because some of you know, some of you don't. I didn't grow up with a lot of stuff. I wasn't completely impoverished, but I was poor. If by any standards, I was poor. Meaning, I had to make ends meet. My mom had to make ends meet the best way she could, because my dad had passed away. But I just, growing up, two things always stuck with me. One was that these folks are saying vote for us, so I'm waving at them. One was that I would always give back if I had the ability to give back, and two was that I would try my damnedest to never be in an impoverished situation again, no matter how hard I had to work, how hard I had to study. And that's kind of been, the mantra that I've lived my life by. And so far, so good. But I'm starting to think about possibly taking more risks with that same mantra, and see how much better I could make my life by doing a little bit more of this or a little bit more of that. I do have a business now, you guys, and I hadn't said anything about that. So I had a little side business. More details to come. I'm not going to tell you too much till I get the site all the way up. But I'm doing some big things for my family to try to set us up and really try to set myself up. And I'm definitely going to bring you guys along for the ride, because most of you guys have been here from the beginning, and I love you to death. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me, and I really appreciate it. And I expect nothing but big things coming in the future. So, from that perspective, my life is these days is pretty good. I like to give back when I can because of those things that I just told you. And so, my wife knows this about me. She knows that not only do I like to give back, but I like to give big things as well. So, she's expecting something major for this anniversary, and I don't know what else to give her, because I'm like crazy. Like throughout the year, I be buying stuff that I buy her stuff that I probably should wait for an anniversary. Like I bought her an Apple Watch already. She's got some new Beats headphones already. I know first world problems, right? But she's got all this crap. She got a new Mac, my old MacBook Pro that I re-gifted her. So this is actually an opportunity for me, you guys, because I have an opportunity to buy myself a new GoPro and gift her my old GoPro. I do have that opportunity. Or, that'd be so cheap. She'd probably be happy because she wants a GoPro. But there's also a speaker, and her current speaker works. But I try to think about things that she would really use. And I don't know that she would use the GoPro as much as she would use a new Beats Pill. And I can't even use her old Beats Pill because I'm just not going to be rolling out with no pink speaker. Just not going to do it. But, I don't know, maybe she'll try to do some sort of surround sound thing with them. I have no idea. It's my wife. She's crazy. But we'll figure it out. from an electronic standpoint, and I'll let you guys know. Another thing that I'm very interested in, have you guys seen those 360-degree cameras that they sell? I saw one of those in Best Buy and I really liked it. You can like sit it on the dashboard or somewhere and it just records the whole 360. And I'm assuming what that allows you guys to do is when I upload the footage is pan around the screen. I don't know how it works. I'm still doing some research, but my best guess is you can pan around and see what you want to see. And that might be interesting. I like doing that kind of stuff. Just if I get bored with a video, I might look another direction. So thinking about that too. Not fully committed one way or another, but I'm definitely trying to figure out which way I'm going to go. At the end of the day, I'll probably stick with GoPro because they're like the App Store. I've invested so much money in accessories at this point that I unless they change the mount, I'm going to keep sticking with that. And so far, they haven't changed the little screw-on adapter. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Tech I'm excited for. I'm excited that a new Apple Watch is on the horizon. Hopefully, there's going to be one that has cellular data attached to it. I'll be really excited for that. I am totally excited about this 4K PlayStation that might come out. That'll be really interesting, and the only reason I'm interested about it now is because I now have a Samsung 4K monitor that you haven't seen because I haven't put the damn video out, but I will put it out. That's really cool. So I'm excited about those two things, and hopefully they'll hit this summer or late summer so that I can indulge myself. Other than that, I mean, there's not a lot. I've been really thinking about getting a Rolex. Okay, I'll make sure the gate's gonna work. I've really been thinking about getting a Rolex, and for no reason other than, to me, a Rolex is a status symbol that you've made it. And I don't know if I made it yet or not. That's up for debate. Most people say you haven't made it, and I would say I agree. But it depends on whose scale you're looking at, damn it. So I want a Rolex, but they're super expensive. I don't know if I'll ever get one. It's just one of my bucket list items. And I've always liked fine watches since I was a little kid. I've always liked electronics, and I've always liked watches and wallets since I was a little kid. I have always liked those things, especially a fine timepiece. Just something about a watch. And I will say that a smartwatch, in my opinion, is way more useful to me than a Rolex would be, and at a fraction of the cost, depending on which which type of smartwatch you want to go with. I mean, some have real gold and all kind of other stuff. So yeah, it's up for debate. But I definitely would like to have one of those just when me and my wife are out at a nice restaurant or something, just so I can be like show off. Now I just like it for myself. Just kind of like my tattoos. They're for me. They're not for anybody. And they mean something special to me. What's your guys' opinion on that? Should I be going after Rolex, or should I just kick it with the smartwatch? Let me know in the comment section. Well, I've talked you guys heads off long enough. I'm looking at the time on this video. I am at a stop, and that means this video is at a stop because I've got some more content that I would like to save for the next time. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment. Let me know if there's anything you'd like for me to talk about in these tech ride homes. I really appreciate when you guys comment and say, what do you think about this? Or what about that? Or what about this? It really gives me the opportunity to not only do research, but also it may bring something to light that I want to talk about that I forgot about, because I want Tech Ride Home to not be scripted. I just really want it to be one of those shows where I'm riding around and giving you like a video blog of what's on my mind. Some tech, some life, some true stories. So I enjoy it. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoy these. If you do, please don't forget to hit that like button, share it, comment, whatever you want to comment. Criticism, I take that too. See you in the next one. I'm out of here. Peace.